After I left the pinnacle of my first career to pursue a second career as a 30-something with a wife, 2 kids, and a mortgage, I had a recurring nightmare. Often at night, for nearly a decade, I found myself running as fast as I could with the ground crumbling away under my feet. One stumble and I would fail my family. The feeling was I must keep running as fast as I can to make more money so that we would survive economically. I would startle awake and work on calming my breathing. Sometimes, if I was lucky, I could sleep the rest of the night. Others, the dream would reoccur several times. To say the least, I was anxious. I did not want my family to have to live the consequences of my decisions, and I was fueled by fear and determination, which of course is a very combustible mixture, easily destroying any hope for peace and enjoyment. We worry a lot. And as our lives become more anxious, we begin to see the results expressed through growing anger, distrust, and fear. The world is a mess. Our country is a mess. Our family is a mess. And we are usually a hot mess. Our overwhelming list of activities, endless tasks, conflicts with colleagues, out of control children, and an endless supply of dirty clothes creates chaos. We fall into bed absolutely fatigued and awaken in the morning simply worn out. Our inner selves, our spiritual base feels like it is bleeding out. We can't catch our breath. We don't have time to think, and we certainly have little time for others. Then there are the bad days. On bad days, we walk numbly. Our thoughts are paralyzed, and we are overcome with paranoia that we will be discovered as a fake. Let's walk away from all this. Today, we change. Today, we can leave the past, live in today, expectant of tomorrow. Today, we can look at ourselves and the world and smile. Why? Because we now understand how the universe's characteristics, showing the attributes of Christ, work in our lives. Now, let's dive into peace as we find it displayed in the universe. The universe is chaotic and ordered. Chaotic in the sense we have stars exploding as supernovas, spewing precious gas and dust into space. Yet as we examine the universe at large scale, we find a universe that is highly ordered. The best example at large scale is the constant speed at which our universe continues to expand. To achieve a constant expansion, the universe must have a delicate balance between gravity and density. A universe with too much density will collapse instead of expanding. A universe with too little density will expand faster than its ability to form atoms. Our universe has not collapsed, nor has it literally flown to pieces as gravity and density stay delicately balanced. This balance remains so exact that the number that represents the balance extends out 20 digits. This fits well with our beliefs of an active Christ, as considering all the random possibilities imaginable, the odds of this gravity-density balance occurring are astronomically small. Our great comfort is that the universe is doing its part to provide an orderly cosmic wave for us to surf into the future. This orderliness provides a foundational level of peace, for at the large scale, we can trust our environment. We can trust Christ who provides this order. How do I find balance between galactic peace, world peace, and inner peace? We must understand what we control. I control my brain, my spirit, and my action. So there are some initial steps to take to achieve peace. Number one, tell my brain to change expectations. Stop the deadly thought that you must hoard your power and love and judiciously hand out expressions of value, equality, and meaning to others. Commit to the universal truths that we have explored together and live in abundance. Second, reprioritize our energy. We need to move beyond self-preservation to helping others understand their unique value. We need to seek opportunities to serve individuals who are experiencing oppression physically, spiritually, or mentally. Number 3, we need to learn to embrace the chaos. The world will always feel chaotic against a background of cosmic order. Not everyone will appreciate your efforts. You will still experience physical pain, and you will have times of spiritual dryness. Embrace the chaos, as these hard experiences deepen your ability to achieve spiritual wellness. So when life wakes you in the middle of the night and your brain wants to run wild with fear and uncertainty, remember, we live in an ordered universe which points to Christ, who is powerful and loving. And just like the universe, we have unlimited power to express unlimited love that fosters equality for everyone while making moral decisions for the benefit of all. This is peace. Now, it takes repetition to train ourselves to think this way. I've traveled for business extensively over the past 30 years. As I began to travel via airplanes, I was an extremely worried passenger. I worried when I felt the engines throttle back as the plane reached cruising altitude. Were the engines failing? I don't know. Then during the landing, I worried more as it felt the engines throttled down to nothing and we were going to fall out of the sky. And to make sure I stayed consistent, I worried about once the airplane touched ground that it would stop in time and not swerve due to inconsistent braking. Having now flown over 2.5 million miles, I understand that there is absolutely nothing I can do to control the flight. These days, I walk onto the plane, turn on my tablet, and go to work. I oftentimes look up from my tablet surprised to see we are already at cruising altitude. I had not realized a thing. I have ceded control of the plane to the laws of physics, the expert pilots, flight statistics that give me great odds of an uneventful flight, and focus on my work. In the same way, as we soar through the universe, we must give up control of trying to drive the planet. The earth is bound to continue according to the laws of physics, and our worry makes no sense. Jesus said, "So do not worry saying, 'What shall we eat?' or 'What shall we drink?' or 'What shall we wear?' For the pagans run after all these things, and your heavenly Father knows that you need them. But seek first His kingdom and His righteousness, and all these things will be given to you. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself." As we conclude episode 10 in season 1, how have you changed? My hope is that you have a deeper understanding and appreciation of Christ and the characteristics of Christ displayed in our universe. My hope is there is a new appreciation that drives a truer understanding of the power residing within you to lovingly respond to others. Reconsider Christ to make sense of your experience. Practice what we have discussed. Stay connected to our blogs and podcasts for additional insights, for season 2 will be available soon. Thank you so much for being a part of season 1. I love you guys very much. Peace.